Hello everyone and welcome to Learn with Chris Designs. Okay, so I want us to move over this text. Yeah, but before that, there are things we need to consider. In terms of responsiveness, we need to consider constraints and we need to also consider auto layout, right? Um, let's just start with constraint, okay? So basically, what are constraints? In Figma, constraints define how a child layer within a frame behaves when the parent frame is resized. Okay, they they dictate whether the child layer maintains its position relative to the parent edges or scales proportionally with the frame. Okay, essentially, they control the responsiveness of your design element as the frame size changes. Okay, you've been hearing two things for what I've been talking about. I talk about frame and I talk about child layer. So firstly, what we're going to draw out is our frame. Okay, how do we do that? Um, we do that by simply clicking on our frame and we drag. Now for the child layer, let's just make it a rectangle, right? Let me give it this color of the blue we've been using. Now, constraints is right here. Maybe hidden in this new Figma UI3. This is where they hid it, right? You click on it, you see constraint. Now, for the horizontal layer, uh, that if we're resizing horizontally, the effect is made to set at left. Right, for vertical, the responsiveness is meant to set at the top. Let's see, no effect, right? So let's make changes here. Let's say left right for horizontal. Now you see if we resize this, it scales with it, right? Yeah, that's one thing about constraints. And let's kind of make this the vertical part to be scaled and see if we resize it, it flows with the resizing of the frame. Like the child layer flows with the resizing of the parent layer, which is the frame. Please know that it only works with main frame. Like the way I created this frame doesn't work. Constraint doesn't work on auto layout frame or something like that. So that's that about constraints. Um, I know some of you might be lost, but don't be. When we get to this text, you probably um, appreciate constraint right there. Also, there are other positioning, left, right, left plus right, center, scale, right? So let's just stop there for now. Thank you.